is my uncle, my grandma, my aunt, my mom, my dad, and my grandpa.
Wow, I just gained 5 new followers. When is a good time to post this selfie? I only got 70 likes. I usually get more than that. Those are just some of the thought processes that we have every day as we scroll along our feed on social media. Social media is a platform that we use to connect with others and receive information from. According to Pew Internet 2018, Aaron Smith and Monica Anderson state that 88% of 18 to 29-year-olds indicate that they use any form of social media. With a large percentage of users using social media, it's important to know the effects that it has on our mental health. It's important to know the influences it has over our well-being and our mental health. Social media is a platform that we use to see what's going on in the world. We're excited to see funny memes, inspirational quotes, and check up on our loved ones. However, there are consequences. According to BBC News 2018, Jessica Brown presents that the more people spend online, the worse they feel later on and their satisfaction decreases. On social media, it's really easy to see everyone's highlight reels and fall into the comparison trap. And social media can be just as addictive as drugs and alcohol. Social media has become a worldwide tool where everybody posts their best moments, their greatest achievements. It's become a competition. And the reward is to see who can get the most likes, comments, and followers. We all know what it feels like when we see one of our friends post a picture on a tropical vacation or when they get a new job promotion and we instantly feel jealous. We determine our self-worth on how we compare to others. According to Alice G. Walton in Forbes 2017, our self-worth is how we compare to others. And social media has become a vicious tool we use that jealousy can make a person change how they are and how they look just to post jealousy-inducing photos to make themselves look better than others. Online, Instagram, when you sign into Instagram, you see millions of photos of the people with perfect bodies and perfect faces, and we start to compare ourselves with them. This is the comparison trap, and when we fall into it, we pinpoint our flaws, and it generates an insecurity about ourselves, about the way we look and how we are as a person. According to Huffington Post 2019, Clarissa Silva conducted that 60% of people who use social media has reported that it has impacted their self-esteem by 60%, and it's impacted them in a negative way. We live in a world where Facetune and Photoshop can make you look instantly with a perfect body and make you look like your ideal image without the hassle of surgery and exercise. When we see these pictures, we tend to compare ourselves to them, and they're highly unrealistic and they're edited. So this generates feelings of unworthiness and ruins our self-esteem. Many of the times we're unaware of how many times we check our phone to refresh our feed and see new notification, or check our story to see how many views we got. If you have ever interrupted a conversation to scroll online, neglect your responsibility to check social media, or have such a strong urge to post something online, you may be facing social media addiction. According to Social Media Week 2018, Efren Ahmed stated that 56% of people have a fear of missing out something important online. This is called FOMO, fear of missing out. FOMO is mentally draining, and it's what makes us sign into Instagram multiple times a day just to make sure we reassure ourselves that we know everything that's going on and who's doing what. When we talk about addiction, we usually think of drugs and alcohol and not really social media. But social media has the same impact on the brain just like drugs and alcohol. According to MIT Sloan 2018, young users are consistently on their phone that it can, with a day without it, it can induce their anxiety and create a phenomenon comparable to withdrawals. This addiction is what uses or creates our self-pleasures. The addiction comes from hours and hours on end on social media to create a pleasurable effect. This addiction is called, the neurotransmitters for this addiction is called dopamine. Dopamine is the center of satisfaction and addiction. Just how many substance users need drug and alcohol to make it through, social media is a comparable factor that may be used for users to make it through the day. Whether we want to admit it or not, social media has become a huge part of what we do every day and who we are. There needs to be a balance between what we social media and reality, and there needs to know the effect social media has on your well-being. For many, social media when we fall into the comparison trap, it lowers our self-esteem and it can be addictive as drugs and alcohol. For many years, we have used social media as a form of escape from reality, but reality has become our escape from social media. Thank you.